Howdy fellas, today is September 28th and I'm headed out for an evening hunt right now. I'm headed into an area that I did scout last spring, and then I hunted last year a few times, and then I actually went back in this past winter using the information that I gathered while I was hunting it last fall to scout it in the springtime and further learn what these bucks are doing in this bedding area. Last year, I actually didn't come into this spot until it was October 27th. We had a cold front there at the end of October. I actually did see a really nice buck stand up out of this bed that I found when I was there in the spring. I went in and found some more of his beds, areas that him and other bucks were bedding in that bedding area with different wind directions, but he's bedded on that one single tree where he stood up last year, right out in the middle of the open tall grass with a north or northwest wind. The reason why I actually didn't kill him last year is because I was set up actually on the ground, which he didn't see me. I was hidden behind a log and some tall grass, but he actually got up out of his bed and started walking toward the creek to hit his exit trail, and I expected my thermals, when the wind died, to be dropping into a creek bed that was right behind me and then rolling down to the main creek channel. But the main creek channel was actually a current strong enough that it was pulling my thermals directly toward where that deer was walking to, which basically directly down his exit trail, which is probably the reason why he's using that bed. Given all that information from last year, I did pick out a tree when I was in there this winter where when my thermals do start pulling with that creek, it's actually going to pull straight down to the creek. I'm right off the creek bank, so to just pull straight down the creek with the water, and unless he steps out into that water, there's no way he's going to smell me, which I'm sure he's going to hit that exit trail right there on the edge of the creek and walk it right to me. Now that I'm down in this creek channel here, you can see it's like 8 feet up to the top of the bank. It's perfect for access in this area because anything that's bedded in here along the creek, even if I walk right by them with all this wind cover, they're not going to see me down in here. And with the northwest wind, it's blown completely out of the bedding area across the other side of the creek. This is perfect access. They'll never see me, never smell me. Then I can slip right into a tree, and I'll pretty much be able to see this whole bottom from the tree, so it should be an interesting evening. Where I'm about to unpack my gear here, you can see in the direction that I expect a buck to be bedded. I have plenty of cover. I can get up in this tree right here, up to only about right there. There's 2 branches, one high and one low, that'll give me decent cover, and I can shoot between them to the trail that buck was coming down last year. Still setting up, and he's 25 yards. I'm gonna shoot him. As soon as I put the camera down,
like I expected. But as you guys saw, I had a bunch of deer piling out in front of me, feeding on whatever this plant is out here. And they all just ran off at once, all besides one mature doe. She hung out for like another minute, and then it seemed like she winded me as well. But I just don't see how. I'm not quite sure where to go from here, especially being that there's that many bucks hanging out in this area. I'm sure there's more that I didn't see, and there might even be one bigger than the one that I didn't get a shot at earlier. I'm gonna hang out here till dark, see what happens, but I'm not expecting much after that. So I'm going to try to be as quiet as I can. After seeing what we saw in here this evening, I'm definitely going to try to get in here again before the rut. As soon as we get a really nice cold front here, mid to end October. I don't know if there's some sort of weird wind swirl in here with this steep hill behind me or what, but I had deer spooked from me twice in here. First, that big 8-point, and then the group of deer that was out in front of me feeding. I dropped milkweed both times that those deer spooked, and it was pulling the opposite direction of the deer, so I'm not really sure what was going on there. I dropped milkweed all evening trying to catch what was going on, and every single time it was either going to the southeast from the northwest, because we had a northwest wind,